Well, good morning and welcome to Morning Gospel Fuel with Mr. G, as it's major catch-up day. That's the goal. It is Tuesday, June 14th, the 11th week of Ordinary Time, and the feast day of Saint Elisha. This is referring to Elisha the prophet, also known as a wonder worker, and he is venerated as a prophet in Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. But he is the pupil and successor of the prophet Elijah in the Old Testament. So we got Saint Elisha with an SH. Today's gospel is from Matthew chapter 5, verses 43 through 48. Let's begin in the name of the Father, Son, and Spirit. Amen. You have heard that it was said, you shall love your neighbor and hate your enemy. But I say to you, love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you, that you may be children of your heavenly Father. For he makes his sun rise on the bad and the good, and causes rain to fall on the just and the unjust. For if you love those who love you, what recompense will you have? Do not the tax collectors do the same? And if you greet your brothers only, what is unusual about that? Do not the pagans do the same? So be perfect, just as your heavenly Father is perfect. So we got the love of enemies, which is oh so hard sometimes, especially in this polarizing, opposite, divided country that we live in. It's so easy to agree with, or to get along with those we agree with, and oh so difficult to not get frustrated and lose our temper and patience with those that we disagree with. But Jesus calls us to love all. Because there's no, what benefit is there to only speak with and love those who love you? So that's the challenge, and that's how we get a merciful heart. And that's what the footnote says on the word perfect. It says, so be perfect, just as your heavenly Father is perfect. It demands that the disciples be merciful to everyone, because we're all under the same umbrella of God the Father. And of course, we have freedom to choose to follow him or not. But our God is so loving and merciful that the sun rises both on the good and the bad, and rain falls on the just and the unjust. So we are striving for holiness. We are striving to be like God the Father. So who is it in our life that we need to love more and pray for, that we consider our enemy? Maybe not so much enemy, because that's a pretty rough term, but somebody that we definitely don't see eye to eye with. I'm sure somebody comes to mind. So maybe do an act in honor of them today, an act of love. Maybe directly to them, maybe not, but you can offer it up for them. So with all that being said, have a great day. God bless. Keep it real. In the Father, Son, and Spirit. Amen.